with Assange, and that a tranche of Clinton email documents would come out in this so-called October surprise. That's August 8th. Are you saying, by referencing this timeline, that that's not something that Stone could have gotten from you at that time?
You know what? You're gonna do a tricky Dick Richard Nixon on me. I want to come right back and do some impressions with you.
I know you're good at impressions, but are you buying time? Are you buying time? Or are you telling me that that was a lie?
Is a trickster. Roger Stone is a shady character. Okay, I know Roger Stone, and I'm doing my Reagan right now.
And it's not about Reagan.
Nixon, well, you know he worked for Nixon. And why would I be associated with Roger Stone to help? But the worst thing about all of this is that I am connected now to Stone, connected to Trump being the president. I am vilified by a lot of my fellow Democrats. I'm a Democrat. I'm a McGovern Democrat. I helped Bernie Sanders. I worked on his campaign. Now, if you want me to surprise you, I'll surprise you with some Bernie Sanders impressions.
Maybe we'll go out. Maybe we'll go out. We'll go to one of these New York karaoke bars, and we could do karaoke, which I love as music, and we can do your impressions. What I want to do, though, is you understand how central you are to this. And I understand you're saying you maybe don't want to be central anymore. I want to move forward, though, with this. Number one...
You know, I took the fifth.
Hold on. Let me do the interview, right? That's fair. Number one, has anyone related to the Mueller probe asked for you to provide anything, testimonial or evidence?
No.
When you were asked about this by the House, you took the Fifth Amendment, which you just mentioned. We're thinking along the same lines. Why did you do that? Why not just go tell them what happened?
Because I could. Because I took the Fifth Amendment. The same reason why the Hollywood 10 took the Fifth Amendment.
You did it to send a message.
Yes, absolutely.
What was the message?
The message is that I consider this entire probe to be a waste of time and a witch hunt, and it's scary. It is very scary the way they are going after people. I was not going to dignify this committee by talking to them. Plus, my lawyers tell me I talk too much. And I say I go off on tangents like I just did with Nixon, and I may do with Jack Nicholson because I'm going to tell the truth.
Let me ask you this, and I want the truth and I can't handle it. Let me ask you this. Why take the Fifth when you are a self-identified member of the media? Why not say that you don't want to disclose journalistic sources?
Because my lawyers, I have 4 or 5 lawyers that said take the Fifth.
You did this on the advice of counsel.
Yes,
I get that, and you have that right.
And I would do it anyway, because like I said, I think that they've overreached. Look, I don't like Trump any more than anybody, and there are a lot of reasons to go after him.
But you do like Assange.
Dude, you're making a list look crazy.
I am a big fan of Assange.
And you don't think
I'm a civil rights activist.
And if he gets material from foreign governments or espionage operations, you don't think there's anything wrong with him leaking them?
What espionage operation?
I'm asking, if he gets those materials from an espionage operation, if he does, do you think there's anything wrong with him playing in U.S. politics that way?
I think what he did by exposing the crimes, war crimes in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and the real collusion which was within the Democratic National Committee, how they denied Bernie Sanders.
You don't have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem.
I hear you.
That's my opinion.
We've had big supporters of Sanders on the show who say if the emails are true, what's wrong with that? There's a lot of other people who say that if it's targeted out of espionage, it is a little different than what you say, which is yes, WikiLeaks exposed much wrongdoing in the war example. I want to give you I want to give you Randy.
Same thing.
I want to give you, and we've set aside time for you, but I want to get you on the record. Roger Stone emailed out today new things about you. I want to get your response. Number one, he said in the Russian roulette book that your memory is either selective or faulty. He says that you confirmed that Assange had credible information on Hillary Clinton's campaign. And then with regard to this timeline, in this new piece called Randy and Me, he says, he told me the leaks would be released October 1st. I consider him a confirming source and little else despite my hype of calling him a back channel. From the end of July through August until the end of September, Credico insisted Assange was about to publish material on the Democrats, which Randy, that's you, described as devastating to Hillary. Is that true or false?
I think Roger Stone moves around and says a lot of different things. I think his memory is selective. But I don't want to say that.
Randy, I got to stop you. You just said he moves around.
Yes.
You're moving around. I read you the statement. Is it true or false? I'll read it again if you want.
Go ahead, read it again.
This is at issue in a criminal probe regarding a lot of important things. From the end of July through August until the end of September, Credico insisted Assange was about to publish this material on the Democrats, which Randy described as devastating to Hillary. Is that true or false?
False.
That's false. So Roger
August
Stone is lying.
25th,
Is he lying to
August,
save him?
I think Roger
Is he lying
Stone
to
has
save himself?
selective memory right here. Roger Stone, what he did to me was he revealed my name. I took the Fifth Amendment. He wouldn't take the Fifth Amendment. He wouldn't take the First Amendment.
Did you authorize him to reveal
No,
your
I
name?
didn't. I
So when
didn't.
he said, and some of this makes, in your telling, him look bad. When he said, I showed the video earlier, that he would only release the name if authorized, was he lying?
Yes, I never authorized for him to release my name, but he did anyway. It was just a threat of a subpoena. He never got a subpoena. It was a threat of a subpoena. But at the same time, if he wants to call me a confirming source, I don't want to see the guy go to jail. I worked my entire last 15
How would you describe your relationship with Roger right now?
Roger Stone, I think once a week we have email exchanges.
Why is it?
And why am I with a guy like that?
No, that's not what I'm
Roy
asking.
Cohn,
Why is,
and I'm with
no,
Bill
Randy,
Kunstler.
Randy,
Yes.
Randy, when people at home watch this and they see Sam Nunberg come out and defend him, they see you guys are friends. Are you guys all friends or not? What is the deal?
I've known Roger Stone for a long time. We worked on a campaign in 2002, the Golisano campaign. Then I worked with him in a few other Democratic races 5 or 6 years later. He goes years without talking about me. He has tweeted out that I'm dead.
So you're saying he's lying about you and what you did in the status of a criminal probe where you took the Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incriminating yourself for a crime, but you're still cool with it.
I thought you were going to be Larry King and not Mike Wallace. You are all over me here. Now give me a chance to breathe, all right?
We've given you more time in this interview than most guests.
Well, because I'm an interesting guest, because I don't remember a thing. I'm a recovering alcoholic. You know, Sam Nunberg, you want me to be out like him?
Well, I try to treat everyone here with respect, so let's focus on who's at the table. Let me read another interesting thing, because you are in the middle of this. I mean, your access to Assange is different than most journalists. Journalists in this building would kill to go get in the embassy.
I'll be your back channel and get you an interview with Assange. But after watching this, he's not going to do it.
Well, that's
because
not...
you're going to have something like this pre-planned.
But pre-planned, you mean prepared for the interview?
Yes.
With facts and the recent history?
Here's my notes. Notes from the Underground by Dostoevsky, because I'm a Russian agent.
My purpose is not to set up the next interview, but to make sure that we're fair and factual in this one. Let me ask you this about your visit, or alleged visit, because in August, this critical period, Roger Stone tells Alex Jones he has, quote, back-channel communications with Assange, and he's got information coming on the WikiLeaks against Clinton. On August 18th, he says the word intermediary. On October 2nd, he tweets publicly, Assange will educate the American people. October 2nd. 3 days later, you tweet in a way that suggests you were leaving the Ecuadorian embassy. 2 days later, WikiLeaks releases a batch of emails. Did you visit Assange in that October trip?
I visited the embassy, but I did not get in. I was there.
You did not get in?
No, I was there for 3 days. I visited a fellow by the name of Barry Crimmins. May he rest in peace. My guru in comedy. He just died, and that's the reason why I was there. I tried to see Assange, but I didn't get in. The same way Roger Stone, a few weeks back when he was in London, tried to see Assange, and he didn't get in. He was walking around like Hans Christian Andersen with a top hat on, if you recall. So, yes, I was there outside the embassy. I passed a letter from WBAI to Julian Assange, but I didn't visit him until last year, which is, I don't know, 6 months ago, and then another time in November. 3 times I visited the guy, and I considered him a very close friend, and I'm working very hard to make sure that this guy gets out. He can visit his mother, can visit his son, and continue to do journalism just like you're doing. And I would defend you the same way.
Randy Credico, you have a long record here. You clearly care about these issues. You could have gone to a lot of different places to break your silence. I appreciate you coming on the beat.